guys. Stop fighting. Really done. Guys. Good job. Stop. Hey, wait. Good job. It's the neighbors. Calm down. Fuck. Should have done split apart. Should have split to similar parts. God damn it. Good. Ah! Oops. Whoa, what the fuck? There's two here? Wait, what? There is a duplicate. Sec. Oh my god. What is this? Sony published fired employees' text messages. It's cringe.
Okay, friendos, I just wanted to make you aware of this situation if you weren't already, because if I had to cringe while reading this, then you have to as well. And what I'm talking about here is there was a dude called Christopher Barrett who used to work for Bungie, right? And apparently he was quite high up. He was quite a well involved employee. I don't know why I just said it that way. That's weird. He was an involved employee, and he was high enough up that he would have been owed money when Bungie was bought out by Sony. And then he got fired beforehand. And the reason he alleges, and he's suing them, by the way, for context, he alleges that they fired him during the Me Too movement so they wouldn't have to pay him like 40-50 million dollars of what he would have been owed during that buyout. And the thing is that at the time that he was alleging this, and he was going on social media saying that, you can read this here, this is, I guess, in a more succinct way of saying it. Christopher Barrett, the plaintiff, alleges that he was wrongfully terminated by Sony Interactive Entertainment and Bungie for cause after being accused of inappropriate behaviour towards female employees. The defendants assert that Barrett engaged in gross misconduct, supported by an investigation revealing a pattern of predatory behaviour, and we're going to go through that in a minute. So he's suing them, and I want you guys to understand that if you're owed $50 million, you're probably going to roll the dice, right? You're probably going to be like, maybe I can get it. And the thing is that you can simultaneously be a piece of shit that harasses women in the workplace and still technically be owed the money that you're owed. And I think that's what he's going for, because as we're going to go through texts in a minute that he sent to women, and they're fucking bad. Just let me pre-warn you, they're very, very cringe. He was definitely fired for good reason. He was definitely fired for good cause. So he knows, unless he's delusional, he knows that these text messages exist because he sent them, right? So he knows he'd already been outed, so I guess he's got nothing really to lose, because Jason Schreier put a report together when he originally went public with these accusations, saying that he was owed money and he was fired for no reason, and some people were on his side saying, oh yeah, you know, fuck Sony, fuck Bungie, blah, blah, blah. But then, during the investigation that Jason Schreier did, he had like 10 women or something that were like, yeah, this dude's a fucking creep. He was like harassing women in the workplace and being a weirdo. So I guess he's technically got nothing to lose, but there's one thing with a journalist which people less and less trust nowadays, even if they have a good track record like Jason does. It's one thing to have a journalist say that you did these things, and another for Sony to publish counter court documents that just have the text messages in them. So again, he knew this would have been coming. I guess he has nothing to lose and he doesn't care, because
YOLO.
if you send text messages like this,
YOLO it.
during a lawsuit. I mean, what is it? What are we doing here, guys? He says, you fired me for no reason. I did nothing wrong. Knowing that these text messages exist, which... Here we go. I'm just going to read them to you guys. Get fucking ready. Barrett asked Victim 1 to play Truth or Dare. This is an adult. This is a high up in a workplace. He sent this over text message, inquired, what do you think is your best and worst feature physically? This fucking just cringe. He later told her in a text message.
No fucking way.
There you go.
No wonder AAA sucks.
By the way, you already know this, but I'm going to tell you because you deserve to know. If you go to any of the social media posts when this story came out a few days ago, like a week ago, just go into the comments of every tweet and you'll just see some fucking like dude, usually a white dude with like shiny reflective glasses on, taking a selfie in his profile picture, and it's all like Sony's lying, or I read the text messages and they weren't that bad. Just can't have fun with women in the workplace anymore. Like, just the weirdest motherfuckers, just the biggest self-reports. I might try and find someone, put them at the end of the video, and react to them because they're so fucking funny. Especially when you read these. Despite Victim 1's explicit request in writing for Barrett to recognise boundaries, he called her late at night while drunk, and after keeping her on FaceTime call for hours, moved down a dark hallway to his bedroom and suggestively told her, "I can't believe I'm lying in bed talking to Victim 1's name." This dude's so cringe. She abruptly hung up. Now, I will just say, if you have any of your conversations one-sided leaked with like somebody else, you're always going to look bad. And maybe his counter is he's going to in court documents send what they were sending him, and it's going to look a little bit better in context. But that's irrelevant in terms of like a business saying. If you have like the text messages of you watching this video now, if you're like flirting with girls or whatever, or you're having like a sexual risque DM back and forth or whatever, if you publish one side of that from anybody on the planet, it's going to make you look like a cringe fucking weirdo. And then if you see the other person's half of it, obviously in context it's going to be way different. The issue is here is not that like, oh, they might have been saying something as well. It's that this is inappropriate in the workplace, and you are, while not a direct boss to some of these people, you're high enough up in the company that any company on the planet will fire you for this, unless you're in like a mom and pop shop or whatever. Because in the corporate world, you can't be seen as being like predatory with people that are like below you on the ladder, because you'll see a lot of people always say this that just simply don't live in the real world. They'll say, oh, but if they were receptive to it, this exact quote here will be one that people will say all the time. Oh, if she didn't want it, why did she stay on FaceTime with him for hours? And it's because of the, I was going to say implied power dynamic, but there is no implied power dynamic. There is just a power dynamic, and that is somebody who's high up in a company that demands respect from other people and is high up enough to be given, close to $50 million during a buyout because of what he owned within the company and his position. That is somebody you wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of, because of what could he do to my job? What could he do with my forward mobility within the company, my upward mobility? Could he get me fired? Could he spread lies about me or whatever and ruin my career or my job in the industry, whatever it's going to be, or even in this company? So yeah, this is why you're not allowed, and why you'll be fired if you're above somebody, even if indirectly above them, and you're like trying to fuck up. It just is what it is. If you don't like that, unlucky. There's nothing you can really say. Just don't be a fucking creep at the workplace. Barrett sent Victim to Instagram direct messages stating, "You are the holy grail. It's bad. I hope you find a person worthy of your attention," and qualified it with, "I'm not hitting on you. I hope it doesn't feel like that. I'm married. But can I be honest? You are the 0.00001 and better be treated like that forever." And she fucking swerves him, bro. When Victim 2 responded that her boyfriend treats her very well, this is how you know this is the hint, bro. I've got a boyfriend. You're married. Leave me alone. And he goes, "He better, because I would hit on you if he wasn't." "I'm not hitting on you. I'm married. I've got a boyfriend." "Yeah. You better treat you well. I'd hit on you." He also sent Victim to an Instagram direct message asking, "You want to be worshipped, I think. Why are you against that actually happening?" And a few days later, messaged Victim 2, "What are the steps one would have to take to date you? What's the strategy guide?"
What are the steps?
Just get some help. Just get some help. He's posting fucking horny on. And this is the thing, bro.
What are the
I'd
steps?
love to know what compels you to do this when you're at work.
I was actually like assembling something for Shirlene. So her workplace gave out these like Lego flowers. These knocked off Lego flowers. But basically like it's kind of like the steps here to like build a flower, or like a vase. And like the end result looks like this. But yeah, like what are the steps, bro? What are the steps for dating on your hitting on your employees? one to 10. Build
Do
a
you think
build a
these
Lego
people are not gonna
flower.
like tell somebody? Do you think the company's not gonna find out that your messaging? It's not just like a once, like a little fling that happened at work. Like, oh, it just happened. Like, oh, hopefully nobody finds out. It's risque. This is multiple people you're messaging. You think they're just not going to speak to each other? They're not going to speak to anyone else. They're not going to tell anyone. You're not going to get fired. This just shows that like people get really comfortable in their circumstances because I don't know. Even at my horniest, I don't think if I was like high up in a company, I'd be messaging people that work under me. Even if you take away like all the like knowing like morally or ethically it's incorrect to do, remove all that and just think of like a self-preservation angle, like purely from a self-preservation angle. If you want to fucking just talk to women, bro, I'm sure there's easier ways to do it than at the workplace, knowing that this will lose you your job. And as we see now, up to $50 million. Like this was the most expensive wank this motherfucker ever had. Like that's crazy. This might be the most expensive nut anybody's bust in their life. Because you definitely know he was gripping while he was sending these text messages. Boom, Dr. Disrespect reference. He also told Victim 3, I hope your boyfriend doesn't mind I text you a lot. He definitely does. I just worry. Like, I really enjoy texting you and talking. I don't want him to get the right idea. No, no, my brother. Later in the conversation, when Victim 3 told Barrett she was busy, Barrett stated, I want your attention. So annoying. I want your attention. Why don't you pay attention to me? During a game of Ask Me Anything, instigated by Barrett over Microsoft Teams Messenger, this motherfucker, that's crazy work. This motherfucker was sexting on Teams. He's sexting on Teams. What do you think they're not going to find out, bro? He's horny on Teams is crazy work. Barrett told Victim 4, I can see you wearing devil's horns, gripping, boom. I have so many crazy stories. I'm sure you have a few. Crying, laughing emoji. In another Microsoft Teams exchange, he told Victim 4, are you still in PJs? And is it like a button-down top and bottoms? Sweatpants?
Man, I'm getting secondhand cringe from this.
Lululemons?
This is rough.
Oh my god, he's googling them.
This is
He's
fucking
googling
rough.
fucking tight Lululemons.
I'm actually getting secondhand cringe.
During a virtual game of Truth or Dare instigated by Barrett, he messaged Victim 4, you are an artist who likes fighting games and Berserk and D&D and are cute. Why are you not the queen of the entire world? That's a roughie. That's a roughie, my boy. Just 3 weeks into Victim 5's tenure at Bungie, Victim 5's tenure at Bungie rather, Barrett called her late in the evening while drunk and told her intimate details about his personal life and asked her about who she was dating and what her type was. I'm gonna guess not you, not older married dude who's hitting on everything with a pulse at the company that he's in a position of power over. Because you can guarantee he wasn't sending these messages to like board executives of fucking Sony, right? He was sending them to like people he knew would be less likely to A, tell about him, and B, outright reject him or you know, swerve him in like a direct manner. He sent her a personal Instagram follow request to connect that night, which she did not accept. So obviously they go over here why this is a problem, and it should be common sense to everyone. If you sit watching this video now and you're like, Kira, what the fuck? You should totally be able to use your position of power over your female employees and try and fuck them. Read this and also apologize to all the women in your life, please. But then obviously they go on to say like women did repeatedly tell him to stop, but even in cases where he initially feigned compliance, he promptly picked back up again with his disturbing behavior in his next communication. He even alleges that these encounters were of mutual interest and that he respected any expressed boundaries, which maybe when he publishes the texts that show the back and forth, maybe he's right, but that's irrelevant. This is still cause to fire somebody. This will be in their terms that you can't do this in the employment terms, and also, no, I'm unaware of a judge that is going to say like this is not. But this, along with the investigation showing that he's been doing this for a while and he's done it multiple times, is not grounds to fire somebody. Now, obviously, he knows this. But he's just trying to get the money. He's basically saying, you use this to fire me so you wouldn't have to pay me this large sum of money and you could keep it yourself. Which I'm not even saying they didn't do, by the way, but I'm just saying that they had a reason to do so, to go along with that. He might still be owed that money. It might go that, oh yeah, they were right to fire you, but actually, we think you're entitled to the money or some of the money or whatever. But either way, coming out and saying, like he's said repeatedly, oh, I didn't do anything wrong. They just fired me for no reason to keep the money. They just pushed me out of the company during the Me Too movement so that they wouldn't have to pay me this large lump sum. This is what he originally put out when he dropped the lawsuit. He said, the past 9 months following my departure from Bungie have been very difficult and painful for me, as I've had to endure rampant speculation, unfounded attacks on my reputation, and innuendo about what happened behind the scenes to cause me to be fired after 25 years of loyal service. I want to thank everyone who's been there for me. I'm eagerly awaited the opportunity to get the truth out there and tell my side of the story, and now is that time. Yeah. Today I filed a lawsuit against Sony and Bungie, told them accountable for their conduct and the damage that has been done to my reputation and career. The screenshot, the text, enough. Like, it is what it is. I'm confident that the facts are on my side and look forward to clearing my name through the legal process because this is a pending legal matter. There's nothing else I can say about it. There you go, there's a fucking fantastic one here. It was super cringy, but honestly didn't cross any lines as far as I'm concerned. Good thing fucking nothing in the world relies on your concern, Bradley. Discord mod behavior. Oh dear. Here you go, here's a fucking weirdo. Nikki, Sony is gonna lose if this is the best they've got. It's about wrongful termination, you fucking clown. What do you mean? They literally have him harassing multiple women at the workplace. You're not allowed to do this. I don't know where the fuck you work where you think this is normal, but this is America. Don't catch them slipping though. Nothing there with sexual harassment. Normal conversation. Apologise to every woman that knows you. Your mother, you definitely don't have a wife or girlfriend, so that's okay. Fucking, we'll miss on that one. Your sister, your cousins, your auntie, whoever it is, go and say sorry. I just know that they need it. I know they deserve it. Complimenting a person's looks shouldn't get them fired, and it's not harassment. Not only that, but some of this happened off work hours. Motherfucker, seek immediate assistance. Like, wherever it is, it doesn't matter how much it is, it's worth it. Get help. Here you go, Joe. There's another one. The only thing I see that is problematic is the first portion with Victim 1. The others aren't much of anything, really. Sure, flirty in some cases, there is underlings, but nowhere near what he's being accused of in this instance. He's being accused of being fired for being inappropriate with women. So, yeah. If that's Sony's is grasping defense, they are grasping at straws. I'm so glad that you will never be in a position of any kind of power over another human being, because holy shit, your carer needs to fucking turn your internet off immediately. They probably only let this motherfucker on the internet so he put the crayons down because they were sick of cleaning up his rainbow-coloured vomit. But they need to get it off. Just give him a colouring book without the crayons, holy shit. Get him away. Here you go, there's another one. I'm not gonna lie, this shit is pathetic and weird, but a fireable offence? I don't know if I necessarily agree. Definitely appropriate though in some cases though. In no cases. If you found out that your sister, your fucking wife, your cousin, your mother, whoever, had a boss that was repeatedly texting them, trying to fuck them, I'm sure you'd feel differently. But again, we're not going to have to worry about the girlfriend and wife part in these cases. The funny thing is that in his lawsuit as well, he literally... These are like the points that get brought up. He says, in the case, they fired me for cause, but none of these things happened. He says, did not engage in any personal gross misconduct. Did not have or solicit any improper sexual relationships with his colleagues. Bro, that's because you have fucking negative riz, as the kids now say. You have no game. You in them Lululemons, my girl? Like, what the fuck is this, dog? Like, can't believe I'm about to be laying in bed talking to you. Like, come on, man. What is this? Of course you didn't have any improper sexual relations. None of them would fuck you. But you were trying. If they would have said yeah, I guarantee you'd have been in there, because I know you were gripping. Boo. Did not engage in unwanted touching or sexual conduct just because they didn't let you. Or maybe this is just his kink, you know, he just wants to talk to girls that don't like him, and he you know, it is what it is. And he never would have gone any further, who knows. But I will say that you get fired for this 100% of the time, and you absolutely should get fired for this 100% of the time. If you're in a position of power over people in the workplace and you can impact their career, you don't get to do these things. That's it. I don't even care that he's married. I don't give a fuck. If you want to cheat on your wife, obviously that's your issue. But the big thing here is obviously the workplace thing, because it is predatory, and any kind of like power dynamic like that. It's why it's frowned upon for somebody who's like a school teacher to have a relationship with a student, even if they're both of age, because the power dynamic there is something that society frowns upon, and you will lose your job for doing that shit 99 times out of 100, and you will in the workplace as well. So yeah, there we go. This dude's cringe. Might get some of his money, but he's the wrongful termination that he's going for, he's definitely fucking failing. He 100% was fired with cause, and this backs it up. Nobody's going to side on this unless there's some weird legal technicality, but we'll have to wait and see. Either way, he knew this was coming out. He knew that this existed. He knew he did it. He's just trying to get the money because he knows his reputation's fucked and he'll probably never work in the industry again. But there we go. Thanks for watching as always. I was late with this one like usual, but hopefully it was worth watching anyway. I had fun, even if you didn't. And send me stuff if you want to see me cover it, and maybe I'll do that on time. Check the links if you want to join Discord. Send me...
I know I start every video on this topic with the
This guy looks like me.
sentence, but it cannot be emphasized enough. Ubisoft really needs Assassin's Creed Shadows to succeed, and it feels like at every turn there's just something that makes that more difficult, more of an uphill battle. We all know about the current status of Ubisoft with its financial woes, its stock price dipping to record lows, and investors being quite unhappy with Ubisoft and its executives and their course of actions. There's a potential sale with Ubisoft going private, so on and so forth. And expensive releases like Avatar Frontiers of Pandora did not do as well as they should have. Star Wars Outlaws did not do as well as it should have. The live service X Defiant recently got shut down. Assassin's Creed Shadows, this is it. This is do or die, and this has gone through a rather tumultuous PR cycle with numerous delays, in large part to polish up the game, which is never a bad thing, but also elements of historical accuracy being an issue with the backlash surrounding that. The developers are apparently trying to rectify some things, though it doesn't change some of the negative PR that they've drawn because of things like using a real-life reenactment group's flag in the game, and so they had to apologize for that and remove that from the title. And then beyond that, one of the promotional materials was this figurine that utilized the symbolism of a one-tory gate, which is a real thing in Japan, except it symbolizes the atomic bomb that dropped in Nagasaki. It's a surviving structure of that dark incident, so that was just kind of in really poor taste. And then most recently, I talked about how this clip went viral of how players can go into shrines and just wreak havoc, and shrines being kind of a culturally very important part of Japan. This kind of drew the ire of certain crowds as well as the ire of officials from Japan. So right here is an article from Sankei that was translated by Automaton here, which talks about how real-life Japanese shrine officials are taking action over Ubisoft's portrayal of religious sites, because the shrines represented in Assassin's Creed Shadows are not fictional, but real-life shrines. So, for example, players can enter the Itate Yozu shrine, and they can destroy elements of it, such as its altar and various sacred objects. And so officials of the Itate Yozu shrine kind of spoke out and said that they're not about this, that they will be taking appropriate action, though they didn't detail exactly what that was. And when asked if Ubisoft had given them any sort of notice or asked any sort of permission or approval, they said no, and if they had contacted us, we would have refused permission to represent the shrine in such a way. As if Assassin's Creed Shadows hadn't taken enough of a beating from that, now the game is facing what is essentially the worst case scenario, what is a nightmare scenario for Ubisoft, in the form of the game, the entire game, literally having leaked a month early. People have been able to gain access to physical copies that have allowed them to play the game, to record videos, to stream it, and to post that stuff online. This was reported by news outlet The Gamer in an article titled "People Are Playing Assassin's Creed Shadows a Month Early." Scrolling down, you'll find details about how, for example, you have this Twitter user, Danny Stevens, who shared they had a physical copy earlier this evening showing a picture of the box art and the installation screen on PlayStation 5. And then furthermore, to further prove that this is a legit copy, they shared images and videos of the game in action. Now, Danny Stevens, RIP, he is no longer with us on Twitter. His account got nuked. Ubisoft is getting on this pretty hard. It should come as no surprise that Ubisoft is copyright striking any Assassin's Creed Shadows related content that comes from this leak. But it wasn't just this one Twitter user. You've got people online who have been able to point out that on certain gray marketplaces, they've been able to find copies readily available. So, for example, Twitter user Danny Stevens got their copy from Facebook Marketplace. You've got this marketplace,
Facebook
Mercari,
Marketplace.
where you can find listings for physical copies of Assassin's Creed Shadows. So right here we have a screenshot of one such listing showing somebody with multiple copies of Assassin's Creed Shadows. They sold them at $100 per copy, and those copies have since sold out. So these are out in the wild, and we're already starting to see folks leak content online. So, for example, Video Games Chronicle spotted 2 Twitch streams showing the game, one of which was still available as an archive recording at the time of writing. I have a feeling that as of right now, that recording has since been copyright struck and removed, but that's not stopping folks from sharing their impressions of Assassin's Creed Shadows via text form on forum posts like this one on Reddit. This is from an individual who knows somebody who managed to get an early physical copy of the game. Now, it's worth noting that the build of the game that's in the discs is an older build, as highlighted here, noting how none of the delay improvements have been added yet. It is an extremely old build, can't even redeem the deluxe outfit codes. When it comes to physical copies, discs have to be printed weeks before the game's launch, which is why the content there is outdated, so we can likely expect day one patches that will address a lot of issues that exist in this current build. So it's worth noting that folks who are playing leaked copies of the game are not playing the best version of the title, the final version of the title, though apparently even this older build, based on what the individual who played the leaked copy of Assassin's Creed Shadows has played, the game is well polished overall with no glaring bugs or glitches 10 to 11 hours into the game and the campaign. There's also ample proof that this individual did in fact manage to get a hold of an early physical copy of Assassin's Creed Shadows with plenty of photos and videos and screenshots of the game in action. Though I believe Ubisoft has already taken steps to nuke these, as when I click on these, they don't show anything. But yeah, it is undeniable that Assassin's Creed Shadows has leaked in its entirety through physical copies that are not final, but with all of the game ultimately in there. And Ubisoft itself confirmed this in this Twitter post that was published on February 24th, 2025, that reads, "Hello everyone, we are aware players have accessed Assassin's Creed Shadows ahead of its official release. The development team is still working on patches to prepare the experience for launch, and any footage shared online does not represent the final quality of the game. Leaks are unfortunate and can diminish the excitement for players. We kindly ask you do not spoil the experience for others. Thank you to our community for already taking steps to protect everyone from spoilers. Stay in the shadows, avoid the spoilers, and keep an eye on our channel for more official surprises in the coming weeks. March 20th will be here soon." It goes without saying that leaks like these are incredibly damaging to the companies involved and the development team who wanted the game to be experienced by everyone uniformly in a very specific and tailored way, in, you know, the final form, which is not what the game is in right now, combined with the fact that spoilers are about to make their way out, and so there's the potential of folks being less interested in the game because they're gonna get spoilers about the story. On top of that, you've got the possibility of folks being able to pirate the game early, with the ability to play a game like this a month before everyone else can being a pretty strong incentive for folks to pirate the title. There's also the fact that word of mouth will spread about a non-final build of the game, so we might be seeing people talk about issues with the game that may not be present in the final version when the day one patch is applied, and that might further disincentivize certain folks. And so all this is ultimately very damaging for sales, for PR. Now, on the other hand, you might get posts like these that are overall very positive about their impressions of this early build of the game that they've played, saying that this is, in their opinion, the best Assassin's Creed game since black flag for this individual personally, saying that the game has lived up to the hype and it feels like Ghost of Tsushima with an Assassin's Creed feel with better stealth, with some complaints here and there. But people can also go and watch gameplay online that's leaked, and they might be seeing problems and issues that may make them kind of stay away from the game, and those issues might have potentially been fixed if the footage was representative of the fully updated and patched version of the final game. So it's all just really not good news across the board. And this kind of event that can potentially negatively impact sales for Assassin's Creed Shadows is the last thing that Ubisoft needs, this company that is so heavily relying on Assassin's Creed Shadows to do gangbusters, for them to recover from the rut that they found themselves in due to myriad failed projects, myriad releases that have failed to meet financial quotas, due to myriad delays and due to troubled developments for certain projects, due to them laying off a bunch of folks and just kind of tackling things in that very business-minded fashion that's very much about short-term thinking, short-term financial gain, pleasing investors. I'm very curious to see how negatively this will all ultimately end up impacting the sales of the game. Though this is still Assassin's Creed, an Assassin's Creed set in feudal Japan, and Assassin's Creed just, it sells. You know, no matter what you think about it, it is a series that sells on a mass mainstream level, and so it's still possible that the game will do well. But given how much is at stake with Assassin's Creed Shadows, it needs every advantage it can get, and at every turn, it feels like this game has stepped on a rake. It feels like at every turn, it's seen just negative PR that doesn't do it any favors. I suppose we'll find out in time how all of this plays out. I hope that when I play the full game, it's better than my 4 hours impressions kind of had me feel about the game. I enjoyed aspects of its mechanical improvements when it comes to moment-to-moment gameplay, but the overall game design, it just felt like just the same old familiar Assassin's Creed, modern Assassin's Creed formula. When I play the game, when I went hands-on during Ubisoft's remote preview event, it gave me the impression that if you're not a fan of modern Assassin's Creed, this is not going to be the game that converts you. But if you are a fan of modern Assassin's Creed, then it's just more of that with some refinements and improvements here and there. So if you are into modern Assassin's Creed, Shadows might be right up your alley. But so far, it's starting to feel like Shadows is kind of overall same old, and the mechanical improvements just aren't enough to persuade me unless the final game, when I play it in its entirety, really does something dramatic to make me change my mind on that front. But yeah, I'll wait until I play the final game before I give my impressions. But in the meantime, this is kind of the state of Assassin's Creed Shadows and the unfortunate shenanigans surrounding it. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on the situation, and do you think that these leaks will severely negatively impact Assassin's Creed Shadows launch and its sales performance, or do you think ultimately that it will still end up selling gangbusters as Assassin's Creed releases tend to do? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and to be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions, stay tuned right here on Young Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Young out.
I'll be right back. Grav. I'm doing well. How's it going? Good? That's good. What's up, inoculating? Sorry, bro, but I'm already married. And I'm not Muslim, so I can't be polygamous. Alright, guys. It's 1 p.m. here. I gotta get to work on Exanima. Bye. Got a lot done today. I might be on later tonight, but I can't guarantee it. I kind of want to swap night streams for morning streams. Just because I get so much more done. So yeah. Take care. Bye-bye.